Pisces, how we doing? I got the weirdest song for you, and I don't know how I'm going to make this fit into your reading. It was, I think it's like a country song, and it's like, if it looks like we were scared to death, you should have seen it in color. You should have seen it in color. Yeah, if it looks like we were scared to death. Yeah. It's like a guy singing and he's talking to his grandfather. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. You know, Queen of Pentacles is kind of like my single mom card, because it's usually a mom, but also a businesswoman. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, scared. A lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. I mean, hella anxiety and hella stress. Scared. You know, you could be in a situation where, oh, shit, I missed one. Oh, Lord. Honey, did you just lose a job or something? Pisces. Either that or somebody died. I mean, it could be extreme depression I'm looking at over an ending. It does feel financial, that I'm looking at a financial loss here. A lot of depression, a lot of anxiety and fear, and then we're in some type of transition period where something just suddenly ended. It's got something to do with your finances, and you know, they told me Queen of Pentacles right off so you're the breadwinner. You're the breadwinner. I don't know. Let me not call it too soon here. You know, it kind of looks like I'm looking at somebody who may have just suffered a job loss, and I got to go home and tell my family what happened. Because they're going to know the truth. They have to know, you know, what caused this. Got 2 women on the board, 3 really, but that could be a daughter. Or just explaining your financial desires here. In the recent past, I've seen something really attractive. Financially, this was attractive. It was challenging, but it was right up your alley. You may have showed a lot of potential. You were very talented at this. You were extremely excited to start this. You know, it kind of feels like you may have left one job to go to another, but the fear and the anxiety is there. I'm very excited about it, but You know, I've accepted a new job elsewhere. I mean, it's the best thing for the family, but there's a lot of sadness around it, around this ending. I mean, I see you're extremely excited about it. Like, this is the best news you could have ever gotten. But there's, why do you have so much sadness around this? Oh, Lord. This contract, what is it? I see the Nine of Pentacles to the page, which would be the Ten of Pentacles, and they're telling me in the future. This contract is fucking awesome. I just need more information. I'm having a hard time. Like, you're the woman for the job. I do think I'm talking to a female. You're the woman for the job. You've got this huge contract, but I mean, this is a big damn deal, but there's so much negative energy there. And I don't know if you just, you know, you started something new here. You just went to a new job. Yes, it was very lucrative as far as money. I think, you know, this was financially the right move. But you get here and it's like you're having trouble connecting with folks. You didn't realize how much work it was going to be. I don't think anybody's helping you. You feel completely alone. I just think that this has, you've bitten off more than you can chew here. And that this has turned out to be some type of disaster. I've taken offers like this. I have. That doubled my salary overnight, and I couldn't wait to jump in because the money, the dollar signs. And when I got there, I realized why they were paying so much money, because people pay for solutions. And when you go in there and you sell yourself like the Queen of Wands would do, you realize when you get there the state of chaos and disorder things are in. How there's more to it than what meets the eye. This does feel like it is a place of business I don't feel like that this is your own business. I feel like this is a business that you were working for, and that nobody gets along, that there is a lot of nasty, unhappy people there. A lot of nasty, like more nastiness in this place. Yeah. I can tell you this, you're one sharp cookie. You really thought this all the way through. This was the best decision for you. I don't want you to beat yourself up too hard about this. I do feel like I'm talking to a single mom. I got too many feminine cards here. And then I have making this head over heart decision, using our best judgment, and you had to take a very masculine approach to this. This was done out of stability, and you were excited about it, but on paper it made sense. You know, whatever subject this is at hand, you know this work environment. You know how to stand up for yourself. You know whatever the topic at hand is, you know all about it. But there's something about you very masculine. This is a woman that has to be mom and dad. And yeah, this money came with more stress than what you had anticipated. It did. This is a job change that you didn't feel comfortable about from jump because you experienced a lot of sleepless nights over it as it was. This is something you really took your time to think about before you did it. You weighed the pros and the cons. But there was some fear going into this change, but then you told yourself it was just nerves because it's a change and it's a shock. I feel like when you get home, you're not the same person anymore with your family. You just don't appear like yourself. This was some kind of very hard life lesson for you. I also think you have sacrificed a lot for this job change. You've missed a lot of time with your family because of it. You've lost a lot of time with your family. The Justice card would be like a job that you have to clock in and clock out for. But, you know, this is cause and effect, and this is some type of very hard life lesson. You know, that money doesn't buy happiness. What it did buy you was a fuck ton of burden. Because people that get offered large amounts of money, you were offered that because you sold yourself as a problem solver. And you realize that you're learning something about the amount of stress that is on a person of this, whatever you chose to jump into financially. It's too much duty. It's too much obligation. It's just been an uphill struggle. It's just delay after delay after delay. People take you for granted. They just walk all over you. It's just so much stress. It really is. And it's affecting you on an emotional and physical level. But, you know, at least you have, you were trying to stay open-minded because of the money. And you have a family to feed, and anything about today's market and today's economy, you know, hope you're making decent money because it's very expensive right now to live. It's just over the top expensive. But I hope everybody enjoyed those stimmy checks. Now you can enjoy $5, $6 a gallon for milk, $4 a loaf of bread. But as long as y'all got that $2,000 check, baby, then y'all got a little another $500. Y'all got bought for like $2,500. In my opinion, American people got bought for like, what'd y'all end up getting? $2,500, $3,500. I don't know. I didn't get it. I got the first one that everybody got, but after that, I didn't get it. I never saw another one. It is what it is, though. I didn't need it. I don't want to be a part of this. At any rate, I'm not going to make this about me. Whatever role this is, a man typically does this type of work. This would be a position where men usually dominate in this field, and you're learning why. You're learning why. This is a very hard life lesson for you. You were very ambitious. You might even be somewhat young. It was a huge change for you. This was a lesson for you. I know that you're prone to be businesslike and that you're taking on the role of a feminine and a masculine here. I am being told that your masculinity overpowers your femininity. The reason you got this lesson was for that reason. I know you don't want to hear what I'm about to say, and I'm not trying to make you feel any worse about yourself. I'm not. But this in some way was a lesson for you, kind of to so you could respect masculine energy a little bit more. And so you understand the differences of masculine and feminine energies. Tell me about the good old days. Yeah. In the future, because I see you becoming more feminine in the future. You go from Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, which this is a no-nonsense businesswoman. With the Emperor, you're very masculine. I mean, with the Ace of Wands, this is big dick energy, ma'am. Ma'am? This experience has changed you for the better in the future, I will say that, because now you're coming across as the Queen of Wands, where you're starting to respect your feminine energy more. Whatever happened here really scared you. It was a hard lesson learned. But you do get it, like you're understanding the roles of like where your place is in life. You know, with the Lover's card, you know, a man's role, gender roles specifically. You know, what it takes to run a successful home, because there's more masculine roles and there's feminine roles. I think you regret a lot of things that happened in the past. Like when you look back, you're embarrassed, ashamed. Yep. There's some type of huge traumatic problem here. I have to be honest with you. It could be a health issue. I don't know if you are having some type of anxiety, panic attacks, or you had a heart attack, you had threat of a stroke. And I do think you're a younger person, too young to be at threat for anything this drastic. It was brought on by whatever line of work you did. The level of stress in this line of work was very masculine position that you chose to shine in. And I do think you did well for a while, hun, but at some point you got out of balance, where you were so excited about this, took the bull by the horns, that you kind of became the bull. I do think that this was a management position that you took. It was some type of upper salary kind of job, you know? I don't know why we're so worried in the future, other than I think I have the threat of a health issue on the horizon. And it's got something to do with the heart. I don't think that you're taking care of yourself the way you were. No. Something else about this contract you took and missing all this time with your family. This contract was a big deal for you for financial reasons. But baby, all I can tell you is that you cannot take it with you. At the end of the day, when there's a health concern, and I do mean a tremendous health concern. And you really wish you had family. But you haven't spent any time with family. It's the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. I just see you very vibrant in this brand new contract, making a ton of money, and then all of a sudden we have this scare. I'm telling you, it feels heart attack. It feels like a heart attack or a stroke. Panic attack, heart attack, maybe a mild heart attack. But you've never felt anything like this before, and it rocks you. It sends you into chaos. I don't know if you're telling me you thought it was heartburn. Like, yeah, I had trouble sleeping, so I had to sleep in a reclined position because I thought it was just indigestion, you know? But no, no. Women are notorious for ignoring the signs of a heart attack. You thought this was indigestion, and you kept sitting up in bed at night, and you did acknowledge the amount of stress going on around you with work. But no, baby, that was not indigestion. In the future, it's not. Or now. Just when things are going good, you know, financially anyway. Yeah, you're some type of manager. Teamwork, success, prosperity. Where you oversee a large facility. You know, I don't know what salary position this is, but it definitely, Papa got a brand new bag, but you're not Papa. But even though you're telling me Emperor, I mean... Okay. So one of two scenarios here happen. Either A, you had some type of mild heart attack, or B, and I've seen this happen a lot in very stressful situations at work, and I'm tired and I'm sad and I'm thinking about my family and what's going on at home. And I'm rushing around, and then it kind of feels like you took a shortcut. Now, I don't know if this was some type of safety shortcut. It was very spontaneous. I do think that you're going to get the truth about something. It will come to light about what's going on with this health thing. This could have been a work injury, or the doctor's just going to come in and tell you that you've had some type of mild stroke or some type of heart attack, mild heart attack, something health related. Maybe something in your brain, some type of blood clot or something. Something that's interrupting the blood circulation. I don't know if you've been experiencing symptoms for a while. That's what it looks like. And this is the shock of your life when you get the news about what's been going on with you. I also feel like you're telling me, like, oh my God, not now. I can't be sick now. I just got this new job. I think you need to slow your roll. I think if you're telling me you just thought this was a flu or something small, I think you're going to be quite shocked to find out what's going on with you. Because something does come to light and it's shocking, it's heartbreaking, and it causes so much anxiety and fear in the head whenever we get the news. I mean, for some of you, you could be pregnant. Like, I just took this new job and haven't been feeling myself. I've been feeling really tired. I've been feeling sad and extremely tired, overworked, tired, not myself. And you may have been careless here. Somebody may have noticed a glow about you. I mean, I don't know who you could be pregnant by, because I do think that you're a single woman. So I don't know if you're telling me that you celebrated and made a bad mistake, like a one-night stand. Because there's a lot of sexual desire with the Lover's card. It's something you took upon yourself. It was unexpected, and it's devastating. Because the Sun card couldn't be a pregnancy. If you're not pregnant, you will learn the truth about whatever there's something here, health. Something happened to your health, and it was due to carelessness. Now, either you were taking some type of shortcuts at work due to being overworked, trying to prove yourself, trying to set the new status quo. Or you were careless in another area of life. I don't know if we're happy. If this is a baby, I don't know if we're happy or not. If this is a baby, you're telling me that you don't believe the results. You're crazy. You're crazy. I don't believe you. It's such a shock. It's like, I'm a doctor. I've been practicing for about 35 years. I think I know a pregnancy when I see one. If not, you're going to get the shock of your life over something else, more grave. And I'm saying grave because the Death card's here with the Four Swords. For some of you, you're a single mom, and this could have been like your daughter. Your daughter's got her whole life ahead of her, and she lowers the boom on you that she's pregnant for some of you. Like, you've been a single mom your whole life, had to play mom and dad. That's crazy. You're pulling justice twice. Oh, it's there. I thought I was clarifying it. definitely a manager's job. Salary job, either you work for the justice system or you're some type of supervisor. Whatever this is, it's a salary job where you're in a position of management there. You oversee a large amount of people. You've got the Tower twice. You got the Justice. Somebody was extremely careless. This is a hard lesson on you to learn. It's going to be a tough one. Somebody took a risk here. They just weren't prepared for the fall. You see, I mean, I see him jumping. He's walking right off the edge of the cliff and falls. I don't know if you did something at work that puts you in some type, maybe you, this is like a work-related accident. But something here was done out of carelessness. And it's a shock, where things will never be the same. And it's like, man, it was an innocent, it only takes a second, honey. It was spontaneous, it was foolish. I cut through an aisle, wasn't supposed to cut through. I mean, idealistically, whatever this was supposed to work, and then all of a sudden, I'm experiencing this Tower moment, and I'm at this new job, and I think it's just work-related. Empress, wow, wow. Okay, some of you, this definitely could be somebody's finding out they're pregnant. Either you're pregnant or a kid's pregnant. I mean, if it's not pregnancy and this is something worse, like bad medical results, it's going to start making sense to you why you have to value the people that you love. You're going to start really valuing the time that you have with them. Some of you, I just think this is pregnancy. You were careless, all right. You were careless, all right, that's for sure. Damn, again with the Queen of Wands. You're getting all these doubles. Every card I've pulled out of here is already on the board. With the exception of the Empress. Nine of Pentacles again. You've got Nine of Pentacles. I'm confused. What are my options? I hope you ain't... I felt this. If this is somebody who's telling me they found out they're having a baby, I don't think you're as happy. I don't think you're that happy about it. I think you're considering your options. Either you slept with somebody from your past or you have some challenging memories of the past. and it stops you dead in your tracks. And it's like the best thing to do here for all involved is to stay practical, put this behind us. I just started a new job. Some of you may be considering adoption. If this is news about your health, that is, you know, heart attack, or dare I say cancer, or something medical, I just see you saying, what are my options? I see you thinking about people that this happened to in the past. I see you being shocked. You're telling me, I don't know how to move forward. I don't know how much is this going to cost. You know, where do I even go for something like this? Some of you are, girl, for some of you, this might just have been a one-night stand. And it's like, I'm trying to think about who it could have been. Well, who did you sleep with in the past? I don't know. I mean, Two of Swords is I don't know. I don't know if that's why you're considering this adoption thing or abortion thing. Now, if I'm not talking about a baby, you're just telling me I don't know where to go to get treatment. I don't know where to go to get treatment. You know, how did so-and-so handle this in the past? I don't know. Where did they go? How did they handle it? This is when a younger woman would rely on advice from an older woman. Some of you, this is going to be your daughter telling you this. See it. If this is a kid, the kid's very candid about what's going on with her. She doesn't know who the person is, the father is. I don't know. Well, where did you go? I don't know where to go. It's gonna be, this is a life lesson that you're going through. It's a shock. Things won't ever be the same. It's extremely stressful. I do see you bulldozing through it, trying to overcome this hardship. It's heartbreaking. I could be dealing with several problems here at once. You know, single moms tend to go through, it's like when it rains, it pours. You know, not only did this happen, but now this happened. That kind of, I'm kind of picking up on that. Either way, this is a health issue. Plain and simple. I do see where it's teaching you some lessons, life lessons here about money, staying practical with money so we can stay practical with family. There's going to be a time in your life where you're going to have to choose family over money. It's called Can't Buy Me Love. All money's just not good money. And you can't take it with you. I don't care how much they offer you. The more money they offer you, usually it's because you really need to look at the people who are already doing the job and the people that are already in that area. What do they look like? What does the energy feel like? Do they look stressed out? Do they look nasty? Do they look mean? Check the temperature there. Because if it sounds too good to be true, sometimes it is. Now, if you have a business degree or something here, law degree, this would just be common salary. But even then, it's unusual amount of money, even for this particular profession. It's an unusual amount of money. I don't know. I mean, this is what people go through. Something to do with your health or your daughter's health. For sure. And maybe it's both. Maybe it's a couple different issues going on at the same time, overlapping one another. Let's see if I can get you any advice, Pisces. This was definitely a reading for a feminine. Although you did have the Emperor and the Empress. I just now realized that. Yeah, baby, this is just, there's no easy way for me to say this to you. They told me off jump that this was a life lesson for you. So there's something to be gained, but we're not going to be able to escape the loss here. Now, there's just grief, there's loss, there's sadness, there's despair around this. There's trauma. There's a lot of trauma around this. There's no easy way to escape this type of pain, which comes from emotional loss. This is emotional grief, and it's a loss, and it's going to be a hard life lesson that I don't think you're the first one to go through, nor will you be the last. Yeah, there's something here about this opportunity here that, yes, on paper it looked awesome, but it's created so much sadness. You're really learning that this is taking a toll on your health. It's really taken a toll on your health, and it's made you powerless. There's a hard lesson learned here about what money buys and what it can't buy. Yeah, I see that you're really trying to put your best foot forward here. You're trying to do the teamwork, team building exercises. You're trying to stay positive in this contract. You're learning something about contracts as well. How toxic these lustful opportunities can be. There's extreme loss here around this financial opportunity in the past. it almost, if it's too good to be true, it is, you know? With the Devil card and the Ace of Wands. I don't know if you did this out of ego, if you were very dependent on the money because you had to be, because you're a single mom or something. It really challenges the way that you view things going forward. How you're going to view toxic environments. You may have to accept some things about you that you're powerless in some situations. I think you're very used to having control over things. You're very used to weighing out the pros and the cons. But some things you just can't predict happening. And there's something here that you just feel powerless about. Something here has physically manifested itself. It's very challenging and it's hard. You may feel like you're being attacked by the devil. Like, why? Why, God? Why? I mean, that definitely could be a reality for you. But it's something around this, accepting this huge fucking offer, this Ace of Pentacles. All money's not good money. You regret accepting this offer. You regret it. Again with the Death card. This is some type of spiritual transformation for you, hon. It's unexpected upheaval. It's unexpected. You just didn't see this coming. You can't control everything, babe. You can't. Somebody has a real hard time accepting that they can't control everything. Sometimes life just throws you a curveball and there's nothing that you could have done to avoid it. Whatever this is, it brings a sudden change and that's it. Baby, they just keep saying the same thing. Death. You have somebody here. I don't know if you're going through some type of loss because of a death. If this is a line of work, that line of work could be ending for you. But let it go and trust that there's a new beginning around. There's a new beginning on the horizon, especially with the Ace of Wands. Something here was hella toxic. It was hella lustful to go into. There was a promise of big money involved. Yeah. Whatever this is, it's really put you back in alignment with God. I do think you're going through a spiritual transformation with the God card and the regrouping here. The sanctuary. Really thinking about what matters to you. You might be sitting in a church right now. You're discovering a lot about yourself and you're starting to trust your intuition more. You're having some type of spiritual awakening with the Spirit Guide card here. I do think there's a hell of a lot of spirit guides standing up for you in your corner. If anything, I could tell you that just trust God through this. I know that you're stressed out. You have a lot of fear and anxiety. I see that you're not really talking about it. Just continue to take the high road and keep it pushing. And, you know, just stand up for yourself. Like, I don't need to comment about anything. You also may have some family here questioning you about what happened, and you're not telling them about where you went. Being very defensive about it. Not telling people why something has what's changed about you. And that's your prerogative to keep it to yourself. If that's what you want to do, then stand your ground on it, because that's what I'm being told to tell you to do. All right, Pisces, I'm sorry. I'm kind of tired tonight. This is just a stressful time. It's a scary time and it's stressful. There's just nothing I can do to make this any faster for you. It's part of life. All right, Pisces, take care of me.